Hi everyone, I'm Lottie and today I'm using Gaiam's Pilates bar. So if you haven't put it together already, grab the two parts and then you clip it in the center and then your bar is complete. So when you're ready, you're gonna start seated for me on your mat and you're just gonna loop the little handles, little straps around each feet. So just get that all ready for me. And then when you're ready, I want you to grab your bar and I'm gonna roll mine 3 times. So you roll it just to make it a little bit more, get a little bit more tension onto your straps. And then from here, I want you to pull the bar in towards your belly. So rolling those shoulder blades down the back, sit up nice and tall. Take a big inhale and then exhale. We want to scoop through our spine, find a nice little shelf stretch here, and then slowly sit ourselves up. So it's not a huge movement. We just exhale, tuck our chin in, scoop through the belly, nice little shelf stretch, and then slowly lift. I just want us to get that spine nice and mobile. So using the bar here to aid us with our stretch. So it's almost adding a little bit of help here to get a nice deep curve through that spine. Keep your shoulders anchored. So although we're holding the bar, I want you to make sure you're not hunched up. So just get a nice scoop and then slowly sit. Let's do 4 more. This should feel really nice. Releasing the spine, releasing any tension. Let's go 3 more. Find that scoop and sit. Let's go 2 more. On 1, I want you to come all the way back up into that seated position. From here, I want you to reach your arms that are in front of you, anchor your shoulder blades down and back. We're coming into some half rollbacks. So take an inhale and grow taller. Exhale, scoop through the belly. Slowly find ourselves in a half rollback position and slowly sit yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. So we exhale, tuck through the pelvis, find that C shape through our spine, and then slowly peel ourselves up. So every time you do this, you anchor your shoulder blades down and back. And as you reach those arms up, I want you to take them slightly higher than your shoulders. You're gonna start to feel your shoulders and your arms starting to fire up. So every time you reach, lift those arms a little higher. So it's putting some tension onto the straps and onto that Pilates bar. If you do want to make it more of an arm workout, you tighten that band. So you're really having to use your upper back and to use those shoulders and triceps to lift up. I'm gonna release one a little bit. Nice, everyone. Let's do 4 more and reach. Squeeze, tuck through the pelvis. You've got 3. Reach that bar up. 2 more. Arms should be on fire and reach. And last one, I want you to sit yourself all the way up. Give those shoulders a little bit of a break. Give them a nice roll before we fire up those back muscles. So from here, I want you to reach that bar out in front of you. Scoop through the pelvis again. You're gonna come into that half rollback position. From here, I want you to bring the bar to your chest, elbows wide, and then slowly release. You stay in that half rollback. We squeeze into our upper back and into our arms as you pull that bar back to your chest. So working into our shoulders, working into our triceps, and still working into your abs because you're still in this half rollback position. So constantly finding that scoop. At any point, if you need to, you can sit yourself up. Quick break of the abs before you take it back down into that half rollback position. But I need you to really think about squeezing those shoulder blades like you're trying to crack an egg in between them. And as you bring that bar back to your chest, make sure you're not letting that bar or that chest collapse down. You're staying nice and firm through the body as we do this. So you pull back and then reach forward. Let's go 5 more. And for really good work, everyone, give me 3. We go 2. On 1, I want you to pull that bar halfway in. From here, you're gonna twist the bar over to your left, come back through to center, twist it over to the right, and center. So eye gaze is gonna go with the bar. So try not to keep looking forward. I want you to let your eye gaze go with the bar, back through to center and twist it over to the other side and then center. Make sure your knees are pointing up to the ceiling the whole time and you're not letting your knees collapse in. You wanna stay nice and firm through the body. We're just working into those obliques and still working into our shoulders, our backs and our arms because we are pulling on that bar. Let's go 5. And for really good work here, everyone, 3 more. We go 2. And last 1. Come all the way back through to center. Sit yourself up. Extending your legs long, I want you to tighten this bar. So roll the bar. Do a couple more loops around it. arms are nice and long. So the bar should be sort of in between the middle part of your thighs. Relax through your shoulders, inhale and exhale. We scoop through our belly. I'm just gonna shuffle myself forward. Scoop through the belly, roll ourselves down vertebrae by vertebrae, releasing the bar as you go. Relax through your shoulders, inhale in, core lifts, exhale, tuck your chin in. Use that bar to roll yourself up. So you can use the bar to help you here. So you can unroll it as you roll yourself down. And then you roll it back up as you come all the way back up. So it helps aid you in your full roll up. So if you do need a little bit more help in your full roll ups, you let that bar help you. Otherwise, you can keep the bar slightly higher and you can use it as a little bit more of a shoulder exercise as well. So you scoop, you roll down, tuck your chin in, and then exhale, tuck that chin back in as you reach those arms forward. So this is the harder option here. If you want to keep those arms extended, it's just gonna work your shoulders, work your core, or bring that bar onto your thighs and use it as a little bit more to aid you with your roll-ups. Still working our core. Your core should be nice and warm. We've done a lot of core already. Nice, everyone. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears and you're not hunching up as you do this. So remember, you can pick the options here. We're gonna go for another 4. Tuck your chin in as you do this. And remember, it's one vertebrae at a time. So nice and slowly moving through our spine. Keep lifting up through the pelvic floor. You've got 2 more like this. Keep finding that scoop. Nice work, everyone. And we're gonna do 1 more together. So rolling ourselves all the way down, but I want to take it slowly. Relax your shoulders. Let's go for 4 and 3. You're gonna stay down on 2. And last one. Don't roll yourself all the way up. I want you to stay on your backs. I'm just gonna shuffle myself forward. I seem to have moved on my mat. So rolling yourselves on to your backs, I want you to bring your legs to a tabletop position. So bring your legs to a tabletop position, anchor your elbows onto the mat, and you're gonna roll that bar up again. So put some more tension onto the bar. Make sure your elbows are anchored onto the mat, relax your shoulders, and then make sure your lower back is glued into the mat for me. Take a big inhale and then exhale. You need to hold onto the bar here. You're gonna press your right foot away and then slowly pull back in. Exhale, left foot comes out and slowly in. You can see why you have to hold onto the bar. So I want you to make sure your elbows stay glued onto the mat. And as you press that heel away, you're gluing that lower part of your spine into the mat. So we're not letting it arch, and you're not letting the bar sweep with your foot, because then it becomes quite easy. So, well, not easy, it's still hard, but I want you to put some resistance onto onto the string, onto the rope. So as you press away, you're putting that resistance. So you're holding back. So as you press out, this is gonna make it harder. It's gonna work your abs a little bit more. Nice, everyone. As you're holding the bar, check that you haven't hunched your shoulders up. You still want to keep everything nice and relaxed in your upper body. And we're just working those lower body here. So really firing up those lower abdominals. Give me another 8 and 7. Really good work here, everyone. 6 more. Really drive up through the heel. Let's go 5. Keep your chin tucked ever so slightly for 4. Keep that lower back glued. 3 more. We're nearly there. 2. On 1, bring both legs back to tabletop. Keep the bar where it is. From here, I want you to take an inhale in. Turn your toes out, so your heels are still glued together, but your feet are turned out. So you've made a V shape with your feet. Your knees are now making a diamond. You're still holding onto this bar at your waist. Elbows are still glued to the mat. Inhale in, then exhale. I want you to press both feet away. Join your inner thighs together. Slowly pull back in. So coming into your little frog. So you press out and then in. Guys, if you need to, you can loosen that band if you need to make it a little bit easier. But if you want to make it harder, you put more tension onto the straps. So making sure that you just start to loop the ropes around the Pilates bar a little bit more. But I need you to keep that lower part of your spine glued into the mat. I need you to keep your elbows anchored into the floor. So we're not letting them lift up. I want you to keep everything glued to your belly. And you keep those heels glued together. So we're squeezing those inner thighs here. So little frog is really good at working those inner thighs, but you should be feeling a lot of abs. Let's go 4 more together. Press out for 3. Nice, everyone. 2 more, you're nearly there. And last one, come all the way in. Just bring your knees to your chest. Well done. Give yourself a little cuddle. And when you're ready, you're gonna roll yourself over into a 4-point kneeling position. So you're gonna keep your feet still in the loops, but come into a 4-point kneeling position for me. I'm gonna show you how you can use the Pilates bar now to work your glutes. So making sure the loops are around your feet and they haven't fallen out. Holding on to the bar, relax through your shoulders. You're gonna extend your right leg back behind you. So holding that right leg back behind you, square off your hips, square off your shoulders, take an inhale in. Exhale, lift that right leg up to the ceiling, and then slowly lower down. So we exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Guys, if this is too much on your wrists, you can do this whole thing standing. So instead, you would hold the bar up. I'll show you. So instead, you can loop it around your foot, and you can do this standing where you lift and then lower. So that is another option if you would like to do it this way, as opposed to doing it in a horse kick. So with your horse kicks, if you are on the floor, you're keeping your hands underneath your shoulders, you're squaring off your hips, and you're squeezing into the back of that right leg. So we lift and then lower down. Keep your elbows soft, keep your eye gaze forward. So I tend to like to look at the top of my mat. I feel like it keeps my neck in neutral. Nice, everyone. Lift and lower here for 5 and 4. Keep tapping that pelvis under. 3 more. Give me 2. On 1, you hold up. You're going to paint rainbows. Take it over to the left, sweep over to the right for me. So we take it over to the left and then over to the right. Let's fire up this right glute. So guys, with your rainbows, you keep your hips stable. Keep pressing that bar into the mat. If you are standing, you're doing the same thing with that right leg. You're just painting rainbows, lifting up, and then tapping the floor each side. Keep those hips nice and square. Keep pulling belly in. Let's make sure our spine isn't starting to arch. You've got 4. And lift. Give me 3. Nearly there, everyone. 2 more. On 1, I want you to come back through to center. You're gonna bend your knee in, kick out. So we bend and kick. Make sure your lower back hasn't started to arch. Squeezing here for 4. And 3, hamstring curls for 2. On 1, you keep that knee bent for me. That's lower, drive up for your donkey. We lower and lift. Again, you can do this standing. So you just be having your right knee be bent, and you're just lowering and lifting if you are standing. But we're here for 5. Press. 4 more. Keep that tuck of the lower belly for 3. Go 2. On 1, hold it up for me, guys. Let's pulse up and up. Try and pull the sole of your foot to the ceiling. Little squeeze. This for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come all the way down. I don't know about you, but that is a burner. From here, guys, we're just going to give our glutes a break before we take over to the other side. You're going to come up into a kneeling position for me. So straps are still behind your feet. Bar is in front of you. So bring the bar in line with your chest. Elbows are wide. Inhale in the next. I'm going to press that bar out in front of you and then slowly pull in. So coming into a chest press. So you press out and then in. With your chest press, make sure that as you press out, we're not swinging through our spine. So you want to squeeze, press, and then in. Keeping those elbows nice and wide as you do this. If you are feeling a little necky, just bring that bar a little bit lower, so in line with your belly button, and it just protects if you are feeling a little bit of neck. But I want to squeeze and then in. Really good work, everyone. So as you do this, tuck that pelvis under ever so slightly, so we're not arching into our lower spine, we're not flinging forward. You want to keep everything nice and controlled, so we press and in. Let's go 5 more. Elbows wide for 4. Squeeze 3. So good, everyone. 2 more. On 1, hold out halfway in, press and press for 5, 4, 3, 2. Come all the way in on 1. From here, I want you to roll your Pilates bar. A couple of rolls. I've done 2.5, and then turn your hands so they're facing the other way. So palms are facing up. Anchor your shoulder blades down and back. Tuck that pelvis under. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Inhale in your core lift. Exhale. Let's bicep curl in and then release. So we bicep curl in and release. Guys, with this move, remember, the more you roll your bar, the tighter the straps, the harder this is going to be. If you want a little bit easier, loosen those straps for me. So just keep playing around with how much you want to tighten it or loosen it, but just make sure you are feeling in your biceps and you're not feeling it anywhere else. So we squeeze and release. I'm just going to adjust my strap. Squeeze and release. Nice, everyone. Keep those shoulders anchored. So we're pulling up, elbows tucked in and release. We've got 5. Give me 4. So good. You've got 3. Elbows stay glued to our waist for 2. On 1, come halfway up. Little pulses up and up and up. Little pulses. Squeeze and squeeze. So let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come halfway up. You hold. You're going to lower your hips down to your heels. Squeeze back up. So we lower and lift. You're keeping your arms in that bicep position. So we still want to work our arms here. You're pressing up, working into those glutes So you're sending your butt back to your heels, you squeeze, you press forward. Your spine stays straight. We're not letting those lower backs start to arch as you do this. Nice work, everyone. So press and then lower down. Squeeze and lower. Let's go 4, then we add on. And 3, nearly there. 2 more. On 1, let's add on. So the next time you lower yourselves down, you press up, you shoot your arms forward. So we bend in, you lower into your squat, squeeze, press forward. So we lower into our squat, squeeze, press forward. Nice, everyone. So getting those quads, getting those glutes nice and fired up as you do this. Beautiful, everyone. So press into that squat. Let's work quads. Quads should be on fire by now. And our chest, our back, our arms. We've got another 5 more. And 4, keep it controlled. Make sure you're getting that tuck of the pelvis at the top of your squat for 3. Remember to breathe. 2 more. And last 1. Come all the way down. Well done. Unroll your bar. Moving on to that left side horse kick. Remember, stand up if you need to give yourself a little bit of break through your wrists. But when you're ready, square off your hips. Hold on to the bar and then take an inhale, then tug that pelvis under, and then exhale. Extend that leg up to the ceiling, slowly lower down. So nice straight leg here. If you are getting a lot of hamstring, you can just try and relax your toes by putting a bar or the Pilates straps around your foot. Adds a little bit more pressure onto your hamstrings. So if they start to cramp up, try and wiggle your toes, try and relax that leg for me. But I want you to square off your hips. Keep tucking that pelvis under, keep your elbows soft. Nice, everyone. Eye gaze again is at the top of your mat. We're here for 5, and lift. Give me 4. Nice, guys. 3 more. Nearly there for 2. Hold up on 1. Let's paint those rainbows. So take it over to the side and then over to the other side. So big rainbows. Imagine something really fragile is at the end of your mat, and you're having to lift that foot up and over it. Keep that slight tuck of the pelvis. Elbows stay soft. We lift and lower here for 8. And 7, nice, everyone. Make sure you're not swinging too much into the hips. You've got 5. Eye gaze is forward for 4. Keep pulling belly in for 3. Give me 2. On 1, come back through to center. Let's hamstring curl in, extend out long. So we hamstring curl in and extend long. Try and keep that knee nice and high. Make sure you're not arching too much into your lower back. Let's go 4. And 3. Give me 2, keep that knee bent on 1, coming into your donkey kick. So we lower and then press up. We lower and then press. Remember, keep that slight tuck of the pelvis. Your spine is straight, your hips are steady, elbows are soft, eye gaze is forward. Let's go 4. Let's work those glutes for 3. Give me 2, hold it up on 1. Let's pulse for 6. Pulse 5, sole of your foot to the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, and come all the way down on 1. Well done, guys. Just untuck your feet from the straps. Place it to one side. Find a 4-point kneeling position. I want you to tuck all 10 toes under. Just send your hips to the ceiling. Pedal out the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. I've done a lot of work today. Take it nice and slow as you bend one knee and drop the opposite heel. Here for 4, 3. Really good work. 2 more. And last 1. I want you to bend both knees down to your mat. Press those hips up. So a couple of these to release those quads, release those hamstrings for 3. And press. Give me 2. And last 1. From here, just walk your feet to your hands. We're going to roll ourselves up nice and slowly on the count of 4, 3, 2. Once you get to the top, give me a big shoulder roll. Take both hands to the ceiling, palms together, hunch your shoulders. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, and you are done with your Pilates bar workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's given you some inspiration on moves to do, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks, everyone.